The witless man is awake all night, thinking of many things. Careworn is he when the morning comes, and his woe is just as it was.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome to turn 23 of Aries, where we are playing the Well of Urd, God of Utgard. And we have a turn, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so we have a messenger from Gath. We hereby declare war upon your unholy nation. No real grievance, just don't want to see you eat Ulm while I'm stymied versus Lemuria. Oh well then. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Messenger has arrived from Vadihheim. How goes it, big brothers? We're not sure if the peace will hold with Atlantis. They are making unreasonable demands and hostilities may resume soon if we can't come to an agreement. Bluntly, we are seeking allies and are extending our goblin paws in friendship to those who have shown us kindness. Okay. Messenger from Atlantis. Congrats, it was so close. This is about the dance party. I will be coming up with my announcement to the world about your skills as soon as a dancer over the next day. Also, Midgard might want 35. Also, he also believes you two will fight soon. Oh, I wonder why. So, I don't know if you want to surprise attack him or not, but now you know. Great news. Oh my goodness. Also, what are you going to do with all those scouts? Also, do you know if Gath and Arithia are friends? Well, we will formulate responses to all of those things. Okay, so Conjuration 2 and 3 complete and on our and finishing Evocation 1. That's great. Have cast Haruspex and found nothing. That's alright. Captured some blood slaves. Good to good. So let's watch the battles that we've seen. We've got Atlantis in Hesperia. So this is kind of an Atlantis army. Looks like a bunch of chaff with militias, a bunch of Ice Guard, and just some archers. Up against, well, Cav, basically. This shouldn't be anything. Although those Cav are murdering the militia. Jeez. It's kind of a dangerous risk of an HP rout with all of those militia just being left to the slaughter. They lost 48 militia. They lost half their force, so absolutely a dangerous chance of like a HP rout there. We have a battle in Ironwood Forest, where we are just attacking the vine ogres that came up there. And that's pretty simple. Okay. Not too much of a problem, it seems. Maybe you lose a couple of Gaudy Huskarls. Lost one. Not too bad. Alright, and then we have the Gathian forces arrayed against us. So let's check and see what has invaded us. And of course they hit the Land of Plenty. Damn it. I like that place. Okay, so we have a huge long line of Gittites. These guys are good troops. Nothing to scoff at. We have a very large cluster of Gibbers and what are these, Levites? Yep, both of which are sacred. So they're going to benefit from Gath's pretty extreme bless. Well, it's not great. It's not extreme. It's a nice bliss. So let's take a look at that again. Attack 2, Shock 10, Poison 15, Fire 5, Cold 5, Defense 2, Magic Resistance 1, Strength 2, Dark Vision 50. All over the place, right? Good. And what do we have? We have a bunch of Body Ethereal. We have a little bit of Wooden Warriors, it seems. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Wooden Warriors, Body Ethereal. All of that. Okay. And they are gonna bowl over this. This isn't gonna be any real issue. Okay? So these guys are super dangerous. They're, with the Wooden Warriors, right? Their protection actually goes up pretty high. Let's see if we can find, someone who actually has been hit by it. So this guy's been hit by it, right? He's up to 20 protection, right? Pretty nice. 20 protection, 20 defense, crazy high strength, choppy, With the ethereal on top of things, these guys are going to be nasty. Fortunately, here's part of the downside, right? Fortunately, these guys are size 4, 1 attack, okay? The Levites are size 2, 1 attack, so the best attack density they're going to get is 2 attacks per square, okay? These guys are size 3, so they also get 2 attacks per square, right? If they're all locked up in the perfect kind of formations. And that's good, right? Because that's not very extreme attack density, right? We don't have very high attack density either with our giants, but we have Skelly Spam. And Skelly Spam can put a lot of bodies in a lot of places, and means that it can take a long time for them to chop through things. So, alright, unexpected events. We have an unexpected event in Utgard. Farmers have angered a vengeful entity of the wild, a monster boar. Oh no, not a monster boar. That's gonna be annoying. Have an event in Debrithia. Lair of a hideous troll has been found. Got a bunch of gold and random gems. Very nice. Giant Citadel in Dopharos is completed just in time, and we have breached the fortification of Ulm. Alright, so we have an army down here. This is a good army. This is an army that I feel like can definitely, easily compete with this Gathian army. Problem is it's down here. Even if we leave right now, right? There are certain... Actually, hold up. So we got 15, 14, 14. So those are the movers, right? So we've got certain people that can only move 14. That's... No, the 14ers can move all the way up here. Who can't? Is it just Balder? Is it only the Prophet can't run away? That's yeah, absolutely it is. Only the Prophet can't run away. So, we're not gonna pull this force off immediately. Well, we might by the end of the turn, right? But so this force is a force that can fight against Gath. Only issue is that Gath is way the fuck up here, right? It will take us a couple turns to get up there, even in the best of conditions, if we drop everything now and run for it. So the question is can we defeat Gath, or this army, right? Can we defeat it with the forces that we have arrayed right now? Up in Utgard, we only have 56 units. So that is not quite enough, I would say, to try to deal with this 118. But we do have units here. We have another 38 in Lomark. We have some units here. We have Jarl 3 with some more units. And we have Com 3 with some more units. If all of these units were combined, then I absolutely feel really good, especially with mage support, about our chances here, right? That's the issue, though, is the with mage support. Are these... Gideoni. It's Abba. Are these guys about to try to raid my lands with Swarm? The Gideoni. He might try, like... he might... If he has Horde of Skeletons, he might try that. And this Abba could definitely do, like, Swarm Spam. Like, come in here. They could try that. Probably be successful. How much defense do I have? Yeah, they'd kill the shit out of this. And it's not worth... it's absolutely not worth dumping anything there. Okay, so the question becomes, how do I array these forces in order... Because he's got me in detail right now. So how do I array these forces so that I can strike at Gath in a concerted effort, right? Well, we got to do a couple things first. So first we have to get our exposed people out of exposure, basically. 1 more month. So he might, if they move on Waywoods, they'll pop it, but otherwise he might get it. We're gonna move back with Calm 3. We're gonna pull back with Seath 2. Goad 1 can't reach. He's gonna preach for now. Go ahead and dump these blood slaves. All good there. We're definitely going to pop 1 level of blood magic. So we have some blood slaves, which means we will want to be able to use those blood slaves in the event of an emergency. And one very good emergency is, or a very good way, is to summon imps. Right? Summoning imps, having someone in the back there to just chop up a bunch of slaves and summon a bunch of imps actually does pretty good work, honestly. So we will prep for that just in case. Calm 2. So there's the chance, right, that he goes directly for Utgard. If he goes directly for Utgard, we have 25 province defense here, which is mostly these Huskarls, which aren't going to do great, right? But if they're backed up with a decent force, and they're backed up with a crap ton of mage support, then that can be a very, very good thing to do. So he has, in my mind, he has three like good things he can do. He can try to pop, like jump on Utgard, stop my major production, right? He can try to jump on Waywoods to try to cut me in half, and that would hurt a bunch, right? Or he can try to jump on Defaros, just because he thinks he might be able to pop it fast, right? He could just stroll around in my lands, but that doesn't really... That just gives me time to array forces against him. And I don't think he wants to give me time to array forces against him. Okay? So... what do we want to do specifically? How many forces do we have here? 36, 6, 38, 10. With province defense, that's getting close to what? Close to 100. Plus that would be 6 Seaths. And 2 shapeshifters. Not overly enthusiastic about my chances if he comes to Defaros. I can definitely put enough patrolling here in Utgard, I think, to screw this over. Here's the opposite kind of thoughts, though, is I cannot patrol anywhere, and I can just keep researching and try to get up on evocation, right? For a number of different reasons, but mostly to try to get further down, probably for Netherbolt. Netherbolt actually will do a decent amount of work in this type of environment. And mostly that's because, right, we can do Horde of Skeletons, yes, but if we get caught, we can just spam a crap ton of Nether Darts or Nether Bolts, and they'll actually do a decent amount of work. This is actually like really challenging as a concept. When you find yourself unable to respond directly with the army that you want to respond with. Here's the thing, losing province defense like this is painful. Right? This is a lot of money. It's not money that I spent, but it's a lot of money that it does something for me. It gives me patrol strength. It gives me unrest reduction. It gives me an extra layer of defense. If I don't support it, it's not going to do anything. But if I try to support it in the wrong time frame, it could really hurt me. Here's the other problem, right? If I pull this force and I give Ulm time to get back on their feet, they're just going to come at me, right? And at that time, I will be engaged in a war with at least Gath. So not going to be exactly a wonderful situation there. We're probably going to try to at least take Ulm, because then, if we can take Ulm, right, if we are successful in taking Ulm, then all he's going to have to build from is Mighty Pillars. So, that is something to think about. Any mercenaries that we like? God's Justice isn't bad. I mean, they're not good, right? But they, well, they're pretty okay. But basically, they're just a lot of men. So that's a good screen for us. What we need in these battles is time for Horde of Skeletons to work its magic, necessarily. So. If we take... There's no way he stays in the Land of Plenty, is the thing. So we need to anticipate where he goes from there. And I don't know, it just makes sense, right? If you're gonna try to if you think the majority of someone's forces are in the southwest, far away from you, right, and you want to declare war on them, and it just makes sense that you want to try to like blitz their capital. If he goes and just tries to raid me, that's gonna suck, but okay, because that's gonna give me time to respond. If he blitzes my capital, I think I can just screw him over right now. Like, honestly. Okay, so with that, we could do... fire... hold an attack... kind of a... let's do a rearmost there, right? I think we patrol with literally everything. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the 4 Nornas. Yeah, I think we just patrol with everything. Conjuration just got us summon lesser air elementals, which we can make pretty good use of. It got us power of the spheres, which we can make pretty decent use of. Anything else? Not really. Not that I'm super concerned about, at least. Okay. Did Evocation 1 get us anything that we care about? Not particularly. Arcane Bolt is okay. Starfires is okay. Okay, so we are going to... I'm probably going to put, because this is going to take a second, I'm probably going to put a cut in here. Just fair warning. And I'll be right back. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to slave all these up. We have 9 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 4 Nornas. So that should give us a bit of time. And what we're actually going to do with the Nornas is add so we're going to need to do a number of things to cast a specific spell. Master. Then we are going to put up Power of the Spheres. Cast spells, and then we are going to, in this particular situation, probably just going to Horde of Skeletons, man. Okay. Next Norna is going to have Master. This one is going to be a personal regeneration caster, and they are going to Horde of Skeletons. Alright. This one is going to Master. This one is to probably Twist Fate of Skeleton. One is going to Communion Master. And probably, I think this is gonna matter. They weren't doing anything. They were only doing buffs, so that's not really gonna achieve anything. So we'll do I was gonna say maybe a anti-magic, but that's not really gonna matter. Astral Shield, Horde of Skeleton Spam. Okay. The only person who actually needs any gems is going to be over here. 2, because they only need 1. Let's use the second to kind of burn some of that fatigue. Air Force 1. We are absolutely going to give Air Force 1 the Bag of Winds, and then we are going to give Air Force 1 like 10 air gems. Because why the not? And we're gonna spam lesser air elementals. Yes. Okay. And then we are going to... Not done. We ain't done yet. Pretty close to done, though. We're gonna have Satung come up. And... we actually do not have very much of them. Do we have any decent items? We have a black steel plate, a water bracelet we could try to do some stuff with there. We can move both Gunloth and Yalar in. Don't really have anything that I want to do from that, honestly. Yeah. Breath of Winter is good, but we don't have any of the other capabilities that I'm super interested in. What are his stats like when he's just in werewolf form? 53 hit points, regeneration... Poor protection, poor defense, poor most things. So we will probably lose if he's fighting that. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so we'll put him off to the side. We will not bring in Gunloth or we'll down to Defaros. Okay, so everyone here. Trolling. So if they come to Dopharos, we are going to have the issue of they will take a long time to correct. Well, not a long time. They'll take like 2. Oh, I'm done. I think with the scripting that I'm going to do here. We're doing some lesser elemental spam. We're doing a bunch of Horde of Skeleton spam. A little bit of Power of the Spheres in case we go off script and do like Mind Burn. Then all of the Seaths are going to have much higher Astral, and that'll be pretty good. Twist Face, Astral Shield, Regeneration, all that good stuff. So, yeah. What else? We are going to probably do a little bit of a PD dump. Every 5 gets us, I think, gets us 5 Huskarls in each row, and gets us 2 Javelinists. We can go up to 40 PD, and really, like, I don't like doing this, but 500 gold isn't going to do much for us unless we can get a Merc, and we're not guaranteed to get a Merc. We already have our recruitment up, so I'm not really worried about that. We could try to recruit some more people here or here. I guess, honestly, that's probably the better plan. The only thing is if they go on Utgard, I'm not sure that this is going to be enough to stop them without the PD dump. Because PD wise, so what do we have? Let's take a look. We have this close to 40 units, it looks like. Plus these units. That's really dicey. We're going to be able to put a lot of skeletons on the field along with the air elementals, but I don't know that it's going to be enough. I just don't know that it's going to be enough. Probably better to recruit units. So we'll try to recruit as much as we can here in Utgard. If they go elsewhere, that'll be good. If they do not go elsewhere, that will be bad. Is there a reason to leave these Seaths here? Probably not. Can they make it to Utgard? They cannot. Leave them there. Okay. I think we're going to... I think I'm comfortable with this, because I think if they come to Utgard, we're going to pop them. If they go anywhere else, it's just going to give us time to consolidate. So if they go to Waywoods, fine, we consolidate in Land of Plenty, right? If they go to Dopharos, it's going to take them a turn or 2 to pop Dopharos, especially with these units in Dopharos. So I'm not super worried about that, right? And yeah, I think we're good. So I think we storm castle here with everybody. Or do I feel okay about what we're doing here still? Yeah, we set some hold and attacks last time already. We just put it's on. There we go. I think they need to be right up in the front. Yeah, so we have a couple of hold and attack rears up. I still think the Mind Burn spam is probably going to be the best for them. Yeah, I think we storm castle with everybody. And hopefully, oh no, Scout 20 is gonna die. Hopefully, we have all these scouts that I have to move now. Head down this way. here and here, and here and here. Well, I say that we do want one scout to kind of like remain in the area of Midgard's capital. So we'll have Scout 19 just kind of do the do-si-do around his lands. Head here, head here, head here. This scout is finished, so let's head into Gath's lands. Defend, yes, defend. Defend is fine. Don't want you doing other stuff. And then there's this guy popping up and down there. Let's go down into Glowing Caverns. And the only guy we don't have doing anything is... remember the wait command. Just Shift W. Oh, but that's gonna put him on wait forever. I don't want to do that because I might miss him next turn. He'll just defend. That's fine. Okay. That is gonna be the turn. We are taking a risk here, and we're losing a shit ton of research off of this. Our research goes from like 200, 300 to like crap, because we're now at this point the vast majority of our mages are mobilized. I think this army stands against Golden Fire, stands against Gath in this situation. Let's have him way back here, and let's have him can he cast any spells? Not really cast. Hold 2 turns and attack rearmost, I think. You know what? Here, let's put this Norna. Which Norna was this? Is this the... This is the Astral Shield Norna. Okay, that's fine. What we're gonna do instead, we're gonna swap this Norna over to... we're gonna cast... Should she be high enough? Yeah, she'll be high enough. We're gonna cast Regeneration with this Norna. And hopefully hit the wolf. And that should be good. Is there anything else we could maybe buff him with? Not really. We haven't hit Body Ethereal or anything like that. So so we'll do that. And that was the Astral Shield one. She should hit. I feel dicey about that, right? She's a 2, he's a 4. She absolutely should cast Regeneration on the 2 of them. But if she doesn't, then our Seaths won't have personal regeneration. So I'm probably going to just leave personal regeneration up, and we'll sacrifice a casting of Horde of Skeletons and do Astral Shield over here. So that's fine. Okay. Should be good. I think if we catch them, I think if Gath comes here, we probably pop them. I think we have enough Horde of Skeletons and enough other stuff going on between lesser air elementals, chaff, etc., that we should... If we don't outright defeat this army, we're definitely going to hurt it very badly. I hope we just outright defeat it. But that may not be the case. If it goes elsewhere, that's going to suck that we wasted this turn, but it's going to give us an opportunity to figure out what else we are doing. Is Evocation 2 the right location for our research? Because something that we could go for very early or pretty quickly here is Swarm. And I think Swarm, he has poison resist on his bless, doesn't he? 99.99999% sure that he does. Yes. Yeah, he has poison resistance. Poison resist 15. Okay. So Swarm is going to be less effective then. Still not going to be useless, mind you, but it will be less effective. Okay. I think we're good. We're going to send a shit ton of messages now. So, first message that we send out is we are going to send to Gath. How very gauche. We thought better of you, cousin. We will endeavor to make this painful. That is exactly what I'm going to do. We'll send a message to... Oh. Actually, hold up, I gotta adjust this real quick. Because I mixed messages. Okay. Let's send a message to Vadihheim. We are not against mutually beneficial alliances. Unfortunately, Gath has decided to attack us, and this is in response to their message about if Atlantis can't come to good terms, would we join them, that kind of concept. And I don't feel bad telling Vadihheim this, because Vadihheim doesn't really share a border with us. They have like one province that we touch, I guess two, but I'm not afraid of them coming at me from the other side. Apparently, they cannot abide the idea of us taking Ulmish lands while they are stymied against Lemuria. In fact, if you have the forces arrayed, you might be able to claim lands from Gath. They lost many men against Lemuria, and we believe they have committed most of their forces against us. But we shall not make this an easy fight. So just giving them the shout out. And I'm not. I don't think I'm lying in any of this. Mostly because for Gath to make the decision to attack me like this, I feel like he probably needs to be confident in the army that he's sending towards me. Confident that that army can handle me, or confident that that army can reinforce fast enough. I don't necessarily think that that's the case. Okay, so what else do we have? We have a message to Atlantis. It is possible that Midgard and Gath plan to attack us next. In fact, Gath has already launched his attack. This may be an opportune moment for you to take some of his northern territory. We do not know if Gath and Erythia are friends, but I know Gath lost many troops against Lemuria. We believe the forces he has sent against us to be the majority of his troops. As for the scouts, well, they have plenty of places to go now. Great fun dancing. So, I don't... Now, this is more dangerous, right? Sending information like this to Atlantis could just turn on me. But I think there's a better chance of Atlantis turning on Gath's northern border, or not doing anything at all, right? So I'm not... Again, we share a very thin border, so I'm not super worried about that. Let's be honest, the one that I'm worried about the most, by far, is Midgard, right? If Midgard elfs me on the next turn, along with Gath, then I'm basically screwed, probably. Don't get me wrong, I will go down fighting as hard as I possibly can, but I can probably take Gath, or at least I can defend myself against Gath. Defending myself against Gath and Midgard when my main forces are arrayed against Ulm is probably not going to happen. So, last thing I'm going to send is I'm going to send a message to... Hold up, did I send that to the right person? To Lemuria. How goes the battle? Gath has made our choice for us and attacked us on this turn. So, again, not really... Just sharing information, right? Information that I'm not worried about sharing. Lemuria could go to... I don't know how much of Lemuria is left, to be honest. If Lemuria has done a good job rebuffing Gath and Midgard, then Lemuria might be able at this point to go to Midgard and say, hey, look, You're missing an opportunity against Utgard. You should go gobble up what you can of them first. I don't. That just seems unlikely to me. It doesn't seem unlikely that Midgard tries to get in on this, right? Absolutely, that doesn't seem unlikely. But it does seem unlikely that that's the conversation happening right now. Okay. All right, so we have done a whole bunch. Our final message is going to go out. Not our final message. Not our final message. Our last message for the turn. The water of the well seethes, cause I am angry. I'm not super angry, or anything like that. Like, I'm not salty. This is a betrayal of my trust in Gath. My southern cousins, I thought better of them, and they have stabbed me in the back. And I'm going to do my damnedest to make them pay for it. We'll see how it works out. Next time on Aries. I would say peace, but that's definitely not happening right now.